I greet you all. So Shettima wasted our public funds, wasted our time as a nation, went to the United Nations only to disgrace us. Listening to Shettima's presentation, the key points of his presentation were the following. One, Shettima begging for debt forgiveness. Secondly, Shettima begging that Nigeria be given a permanent seat at the UN Security Council. Third, Shettima asking that the gap in technology between developed and underdeveloped or developing countries be breached. And fourth, Shettima asking that countries that produce natural resources should benefit from their natural resources. What kind of disgraceful outing should we tag this one? And what sort of disgraceful outing for a country? So you went there to beg for debt forgiveness. Like, debt forgiveness for what? For what exactly? Shettima. Debt forgiveness for money you people keep borrowing for one petty reason or the other. And even after outlining the petty reasons for borrowing this money, the money ends up flying off. Either snake will carry the money, swallow the money, or monkey will carry the money. Yes. And you are begging for debt forgiveness. That is what you went to United Nations to disgrace Nigeria, asking for debt forgiveness. Nigeria debt, foreign debt, presently stands at $42 billion. And if we are to ask now, what are the achievements all these foreign debts we are used to put in place in Nigeria? There is nothing much, nothing commensurate to show for it. You guys keep borrowing, and at the end of the day, it ends up in personal pockets. And you think the world, they are not watching you to know that you're a joke to keep asking for debt forgiveness. Debt forgiveness that the government keep borrowing, even till now we are talking about. They are still borrowing. They are still making applications to borrow more. And then, secondly, the most annoying one, demanding that Nigeria be given a permanent seat at the UN Security Council. This is, first of all, disgraceful, not only to Nigeria, but to Africa as a whole. Africa is a nation of 54 countries. And United Nations was created in 1945. Till date, Africa have not been recognized, have not been acknowledged, have not been given a permanent seat at the UN Security Council. This is disgraceful. And I must say that African leaders, those that are gone and the present ones, you guys are a very big disgrace to our continent. I feel ashamed to even be seeing that taking place. And every time you guys dress up and go to the same United Nations meeting, are you supposed to be begging Africa, Nigeria, are you supposed to be begging that you that call yourself the giant of Africa, you that are supposed to be at the forefront pushing for the interest of Africa? But do I blame you? You have not even pushed for your own interest, the interest of your citizens, not to talk of that of Africa. And many African countries are even doing better than you. But it's disgraceful. And I'll ask that African leaders, nobody should go to the United Nations again to start begging for permanent seat at Security Council. You guys should walk away. They are the ones to come and beg you. Stop embarrassing us. It's embarrassing that since 1945, you guys don't have a permanent seat. Until now, you are begging. I love what Ruto said, that if this thing continues, that he's going to stage a walkout next time. That is how it's supposed to be. And then, the most embarrassing one is asking that countries that produce raw materials, raw resources, should benefit from their resources. Shame on you guys. Africa, Nigeria leaders, shame on you guys. Like, you are the one that own the resources. The technologies that helps to transform your raw resources to finished products, they're accessible. You can make it, you can bring it home. Like every technology that is needed to transform whatever thing we seems to be, whatever natural resource, raw materials we are producing in Africa is available today. We can bring the technology home and turn all these raw products to finished product and export it. Then you people, because of your myopic leadership, will be there. You'll be exploited. You even help the foreigners to exploit your own people. You export all those things raw, and they keep exploiting us. And you go to the United Nations, and all you are begging is that you be allowed to benefit. Is that not disgraceful? Is that what should carry a leader to go to a United Nations meeting? To embarrass the continent, embarrass the country. I don't even understand the kind of sheepish leadership you guys represent, because these things are really, really embarrassing. I can't imagine myself as a leader doing all these things that you people are doing. I cannot imagine it. I cannot. And such a thing cannot happen under my leadership. It can't. It's disgraceful. And the technology you are talking about, you are waiting for someone to bridge the gap for you, right? No. Nobody will bridge the gap for you. You are the one to deliberately train your people, raise your people to bridge the gap by themselves. But rather, everything about the country seems to stifle talent. We are the most talented. We are the most gifted. But rather than helping, the leadership is the one stifling the growth of the people. Nigerians, technologically wise, have done a lot. You see children, you see people inventing one thing or the other, but nobody to support them. And you are going out there to be asking that the gap be bridged. No, wait for them to come and bridge the gap. They'll come and build bridge. Nigerian leaders, African leaders, you guys should stop disgracing us. Rise up to the task and responsibilities of leadership. Leadership calls for work. Leadership calls for mental work. Leadership calls for action. And that is what is expected of you guys. And not when you are given podium, in what stage, you go there and start blabbing, disgracing us. It has to stop. And I pray that generation of leaders like us will come up and change the course of these wrong directions that we're heading to. Nonsense.